Bumming with Bob. Let's have a few brews. We'll have some fun with the bum wine crew. So kick your feet up and grab you a beer. 'Cause damn, man, I'm glad that you're here.
All right. This is Bumwine Bob. Welcome to an all-new edition of Bum with Bobcat. And joining the show this week, making his return for the trifecta, a three-peat, as some people may say. We'll see how it turns out after this episode, but you might know him as the host of the game event now on Premier Streaming Network. He is the one and only Efren is back once again. Efren, man, how you doing?
Bumwine Bob, every time I come on your show, my show gets canceled a week later. Right?
The proof is in the pudding, as they say. You can go back and look.
It was funny the first time I said it, and then the second time it wasn't so funny. So I'm a little on edge here.
Yeah.
How are you, friend?
I am doing great. I can't complain. I'll be doing better once we get into these fine drinks we have on tap here tonight. But how are you? How have you been?
I'm hanging in, buddy. I'm hanging in. It's spring training, and I'm trying to hold my burp before so I can get past 1 minute to the show
without burping, because there'll be more. There'll be many more.
Oh, we'll get to that in just a second. I've done my research.
No, you know what goes on here.
I do. Crazy. We had a deal last time that I was going to get you some drinks, and we were going to have the same thing. It was going to be like a Ina Garten Barefoot Contessa COVID-19 Zoom thing.
Yeah.
She said, and it was great. She said that you should all order the same meal from the same chain restaurant during COVID and then get on Zoom, and you could all be enjoying the same smells and stuff and pair it with the wine or something. And we did that, my friends and I, and that was great. So we're kind of doing that today.
That is true. We said the last time that we would try to pick drinks for each other to try out and to just kind of something different. And as we've been doing this quote unquote season of the podcast a few weeks back, Bourbon Bob made his first appearance going into the world of some higher class bourbon.
Oh, did he?
He did. You got to go back listen to that. Yeah. We cracked open the Noah's Mill Kentucky bourbon whiskey on the podcast, which was good. Gives it 2 thumbs up here, but something different. We've
what does that run?
It's on the pricier side. I don't know the exact price of it. My buddy picked it up for me. And he's like, hey, if you want to go into bourbon, this is what you want to try out. So let me see. I'll look it up just quick.
$99 for a small batch.
Yeah.
That's not
so bad. No, it's not too bad. It's not on the way high class level, but it's certainly more than your regular bargain bourbons out there. So Bourbon Bob made an appearance, and we've been kind of going into the higher class drinks, something different, because as much as I love talking bottom shelf and bum wine, I mean, hence the name. It makes sense.
Let's get to bottom. First of all, to close out the bourbon thing, the ABV on that bourbon, do you know what it is?
I don't have it in front of me.
57.15.
Yeah, I know. It was up there. It was a you felt it quick. You felt it quick.
If you go any higher, a wing is going to hit you, bum. My goodness. Now, getting back to the bottom of the barrel, I was listening to previously on the Bumwine Bob podcast. You were screaming about how PBR had to make it in the tournament this year in your what do you call your drinking?
The Battle of the Booze currently underway. Yes.
And you number one. PBR made it to the finals last year, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Was
Yes.
PBR the overall number one seed this year?
It was not the overall number one. I guess the incumbent from last year's champion, the Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor, would be the kind of de facto number one overall seed. Now, number one seed in the beer conference, yes, PBR was still holding strong there.
You got to stop, because look, North Carolina made it to the finals last year. They were preseason number one this year, and they're the first team ever to be preseason number one and not make the tournament. So PBR doesn't have to make it just because it made the finals last year.
That's true.
God bless the hipsters, bum wine.
I know they keep the memory afloat and the dreams alive out there. So
Especially the ones in Monroe, Wisconsin.
So get those votes in out there. The tournament's still underway. Still voting. We still got a couple more rounds left in it.
Who were the upsets?
One of the couple big ones that were upsets in the first round was the Boxer Lager, the pride of the Monroe, Wisconsin, over the Natural Light, the Naturdays, the strawberry lemonade beer. Have you had the Naturdays before?
Is that natural ice?
It's Natural Light, Natural Ice, the same brand, but it's their light beer that's like strawberry lemonade flavored.
If I shake my head anymore right now, I'm gonna have to go to the chiropractor.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not.
That beat anything.
You never know. It's got a good following.
I think I've told this story. Thanksgiving night after I was done dealing, it was like 1:45 a.m. and I wanted a drink, and there was a 24 pack of Natural Ice at the 7-Eleven. It was the last thing left before they shut down beer sales for the night. So I bought it and I was ready to have a good night, and I took one sip and threw it out.
Oh, come on.
It is the worst beer I've ever had. And now they have a strawberry version?
Yes, strawberry lemonade.
Oh, a seltzer.
No, it's a beer. It's not a
God.
seltzer. It's still labeled as a beer. If you see it in your travels, pick it up and give it a shot. All right, and let me know.
My trauma may come tonight to where I may just go get it. I'll be so
Hey,
sad.
maybe, but
Okay, so you called that an upset, and what else was an upset?
Well, I mean, we had a lot of close matchups here. A lot of close matchups that came down to the wire. The Natty Daddy. Also
This
in the
twice now, friend.
This is twice. See, this is, I think, it's calling you. I think this is what's going on here tonight. The Natty Daddy.
I got fired the last two shows.
Yeah.
God. Go on.
Okay. So the Natty Daddy over the Hurricane High Gravity Malt Liquor, and going into the Malt Liquor round and then the conference there. And a couple others, not to go through everything, but the Four Locos. I mean, everybody loves Four Loco, and seeing a lot of those advance to the next round were kind of not upsets, to be expected out there. So be sure to, while we're out there now, a few more rounds left in the tournament, be sure to get out there and cast those votes out there at battlethebooze.net is where you can find the bracket and get your votes in.
That I would like.
Okay, one for you. Let me see here. Looking at it now, I could. Well, let's see. I think you seem like you would be a Four Loco Warheads Sour Cosmic Punch.
Ooh, that sounds
going up against
we did talk Cosmic Punch one time.
Going up against the Steel Reserve Spiked Orange Soda.
That is right up my alley.
I could see that. I was thinking I could see that would be where you'd be going.
I would love to try both of those.
Yeah. So
swish around in my mouth.
Yeah.
Swallow them both.
Yeah. No.
I used to work for the Lodi Wine Grape Commission, and they'd come in at 8 a.m. and a batch of whatever would have come in from the local winery. 8:10, they're cracking those bottles. But it took until 9:00 for them to actually taste it because they were swishing and swirling and looking and
doing all that fancy stuff. You're just like, look, I'm just here to drink it. That's it. Just give me the bottle, I'll drink it.
And I was looking on WWF.com to see what was happening on SmackDown the night. Are any of the drinks we're having remotely, including the big one, in your bracket, or is it all?
No. These are all too high class for
Okay.
for this tournament. But that's why we're trying different things and going down a different path here tonight as we have some drinks to crack open here. Now, do you want to? So, what did you say? You want to start with the beer offering of the evening?
Please, I drove 40 miles round trip to go get this.
Oh wow!
Wow! I have a Steve Austin Broken Skull IPA from the El Segundo Brewing Company. You have a differentiate. What am I trying to say?
A different variation. There we go. There you go.
Variation. Yes.
Yes. So what
are you drinking?
So I have the Steve Austin's Broken Skull American Lager from the El Segundo Brewing Company.
Not an IPA.
Correct. Not an IPA. Now, are you an IPA fan?
Heck no.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about IPAs, Bumwine, for all of my fans out there who are going to be having our next drink?
Well, if you like drinking, well, okay. I'm not a fan of IPAs for the most part, but if you like drinking,
why not?
We all like drinking. If you like drinking some very earthy and maybe like pine cones, dirt.
That's a good point. Pine cones.
Then the IPA is for you. Now honestly, I've had the Broken Skull IPA before, and as IPAs go, it's at least in my view is not. It's not bad. It's not bad. So,
Okay.
But I'll let you be the judge.
Okay.
Of that. So I think I'm feeling a little thirstier. I think we need to crack this open. I'm going to
play a little music so we can drink this. Are you ready to toast?
I am ready. I got my can here.
Cheers to you.
All right. Cheers.
Let's drink. That's hoppy. That's hoppy and bitter.
Yeah.
You would think I'd like it, but
what do you think? I mean, it's very it's hoppy, not as hoppy as other IPAs. So I'll give it credit in that regard.
IPAs are hoppy though, right?
Yeah. But some more so than others.
More alcohol content. That's why people like them.
Yes, and they just came out with last week the double IPA. Just came out. It's the 8% variety. Because I think what's that one? I think that was that 6.5 or
6.7.
6.7. Yeah, and see,
and yours
this is 4.8.
You know what? Either of those numbers aren't 57.15.
No, no, you got to go for your bourbon for that one.
Right. Did you like Steve Austin's Disturbed theme or the one without the lyrics?
I like the one without the lyrics better, but I do like the Disturbed theme.
I can't believe the ones who sang the Sounds of Silence remix, which is fabulous.
Oh, I'll take the Austin the Disturbed theme over Sounds of Silence any day.
I was at X7 and I was all excited, and the glass cracks. I'm like, yeah, and then words started. I was like, what is this? Kind of ruined.
Well, yeah, you know what happened next,
right? Well, I did. I mean, I watched. I didn't see the main event. I left early, so when I was watching it from home, that's when No, that's a long story. All right, so this doesn't work for me.
No.
But this thing does get you drunker real quick.
Oh yeah, it will. It will get you a buzz a lot faster. That's why I had hoped you could get your hands on the American lager, because this one is 100 times better, easier to drink. It's the beer that you would think of when you think of Stone Cold, not an IPA. I mean,
right.
I mean, when you go like when they first came out and said, "Okay, Stone Cold Steve Austin is coming out with a beer," you're like, oh, "Okay, awesome," because you thought for years, like, why did this not happen?
I wonder how much strawberry is going to be in it. That's the first thing I would have thought.
How much strawberry? How much lemonade? What's the strawberry to lemonade ratio? But when it first came out, I mean, I think it was maybe 2016, 17, somewhere around there. So it's only been like 7-8 years. And they said, "Oh, Steve Austin's coming out with a beer." And you're thinking, okay, it's going to be like a Budweiser, a Miller Lite type beer. And
for the working man.
Exactly. It's an IPA. But it's like, what? And apparently, at least the story how it goes is that Austin was not a fan of IPAs himself either, was at the brewing company. They were mixing up different batches of beers for him to try, and he tried the IPA, and he's like, "Oh man, that's a damn good beer." And and then boom, you had the Broken Skull IPA. And I had it the first time a couple years ago, and not being an IPA fan, I drank it. I'm like, it's okay. It's not great. I'm not an IPA fan to begin with, but if I had to drink something, it will get me drunk.
It tastes like bad adrenaline.
Yeah.
Who did you have on last week? You were talking malts and the tournament, and
that was Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. Correct. So this is the type of beer you were drinking malt liquor, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan, bum wine, of the people belching on your show. Let's go back to last week, bum wine. I have a clip for you. Let's play it.
It's really 11% alcohol by volume. Ooh, and there you go. That's perfect. Yeah.
So that was burp number 1. And then like 90 seconds later, we have this.
I can't wait till it starts hitting 11%.
Guess what? It's already hitting you.
Oh, it was. That was with the axe head, the 11% malt liquor. And oh boy, that packs a punch.
You need quick. A replay? There you go.
Give us a few minutes. We'll get there.
Okay. Now, next we have this is now I was going for the Grey Goose pear, but they did not have it in my area. So I wanted you and I to drink the same thing tonight. So I sent you a Grey Goose white peach and rosemary. This is infused with real fruit and botanical essences. So there's a lot of essence in here.
Essence and real fruit. You got to go for the real fruit.
Right. What do you think of this packaging and bottle and so on?
I mean, this is heavy. I mean, you could really hurt somebody with this bottle. I mean, this.
I hit someone with.
Yeah, I mean, I picked this up and I'm like, wow, you could I mean, how much does this weigh? Like 4 or 5 pounds? I mean, this is.
I didn't have my TSA scale with me. I don't know how much it weighs.
It's heavy. I'll leave it at that. It's heavy.
Okay. Now let's read on the website what the difference is between the essence and regular Grey Goose. Do you know? Again, it's infused with real fruit and botanical essences. That they keep saying that. Is there enough essence in here, bum wine? Developed to take the guesswork out of mixing at home. Making smarter choices about what you put in your glass, as many cutting back on their alcohol consumption. People are seeking out more mindful drinking without compromising on flavors. So they want a Grey Goose essence and soda is what they recommend. So the white peach and rosemary, which is what we have, is soft and gentle aromas of floral white peach, lifted with a subtle touch of savory rosemary for a naturally delicate taste. And they recommend putting it with soda water. Actually, they recommend all their things with soda water. They have strawberry and lemongrass, watermelon and basil, and white peach and rosemary. Shall we?
And I think they screwed up here. They only gave me just the regular Grey Goose here.
There's no essence on your bottle?
No. I just got the regular Grey Goose vodka.
Shit right now.
I was going through it. I'm like picking up the bottle. I'm looking. I'm like, wait a second.
Okay, so we're gonna open is yours already open?
No, not yet.
Let's open ours together.
All right.
Okay, let's open it. Now, don't pour any.
Okay.
Smell it first.
Okay.
All right, here we go. I smell the essence in mine. I don't think you smell the essence in yours.
Oh, there we go. There's the pop.
In here.
Oh, I see. You hear that pop? You get that nice pop there? See, this always good.
I love the pop. I can smell the essence. Now, I have me one of those spherical glasses with the cubed ice cube.
Oh, okay.
So it flavor, and we're gonna pour this in. Wow, that sound rivaled anything you would hear on a soundstage at Universal. That was really good.
Oh, you got to go all out here. You got to make sure you get the sounds perfectly right by the microphone.
But you have something else with you as well.
I do.
I have bought you some St-Germain Elderflower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, elderflower. You can't go wrong with some elderflower. That's for sure. A lot
of flowery stuff tonight.
I see. Even if they screwed up with the one, but at least we have a second one.
One of those bartender shows where trying to be and like someone's going to put an azalea in the middle of your drink. You are to put a splash of the elderflower right on the top of your drink.
Yeah, see, look at this. Fresh hand-selected elderflowers impart a crisp melange of flavors with hints of citrus and tropical fruits.
This thing
See?
Is the exclamation point in your sentence, in your drink. It just brings everything out. Have you had elderflower before?
This I have not. I don't think so. If I have, I didn't know it, but I know I've never gone out of my way to have it. So I mean, I might have had a drink that might have had it in it, but never actually poured my own, we'll say.
St-Germain is the world's first elderflower liqueur made with hand-picked elderflower petals, macerated in grape-neutral spirit within 48 hours of being picked. There's 180 grams of sugar per liter.
That's good.
All right, let's give this a taste.
All right, they say just a splash in there, right? Just a splash. All right.
Yeah, just.
All right, there we go.
It's a small bottle, right?
No. This is the big bottle here.
I gotta get the big bottle.
Just a big bottle, man.
Oh, it's gonna last a while. Yeah, just a splash.
All right.
Here's my friend. There's a lot of rosemary and azaleas here. We got to do it one more. I mean, I know it's not the right thing, but let me toast you again, sir.
All right. Cheers.
For Essence Vodka. Think anyone's toasted flower vodka with that song?
I don't think so. I think we hit it first here.
But just to even things out, bum wine. What do you think?
That's good. It's a good mixture of it there. I have to say I like the elderflower in there with the Grey Goose.
Mm-hmm. Not one of my favorites.
It does the perfect mixture with it. Like I said, just that little splash where I get the
Look at you. Getting uppity on me. I love it. You love the drink.
I do.
Yeah, that St-Germain rockets all drinks into. So Grey Goose pear, white cranberry juice, little tonic water, St-Germain. You're set.
Now I'll have to since I have this big bottle of it now, so now I
Right.
have to go through and now come up with a few different concoctions. And like you said, since here tonight, I don't have anything to mix it with here with me today.
You know what I want you to do? Mix it with your beer.
I mean, I'll put a little. I'll put a little splash of the
little splash
of the American lager in there. See, we'll put it. You hear that? See, just a little bit, just a little. See what we get here. See, so cheers to you, Stone Cold. Wow,
how is it?
It's not bad. It's not offensive at all.
No.
Hey, maybe that's why you have to drink that IPA.
I was going to say. I can't touch that thing again. But there are a lot more flowers in this vodka than there are.
Well, you have flowers in the vodka, and you have some pine cones in your beer, so you might as well combine the two.
Why don't you get some lumber and put me out as a freaking float right now, right? On January 1st, of course, or 2nd in this year, since the 1st was on a Sunday. Rose Parade, never on a Sunday, Bumble. Yeah, I'm going to stick to my pair. Do you ever have things on here that you don't like?
Drink-wise?
Yes.
I mean, I've had things I've drank. Now, off the top of my head, I can't tell you what it might have been, but I know I've tried things for the first time and was like, no, this is no good. And like, I know one offhand that I do know is the hemp Four Loko, which was, why would you create a hemp Four Loko? I don't know, but I tried it and it was not good.
Did it taste like hemp?
Yeah, I mean, it tasted like dirt. I mean, there's nothing else in it. It's just the flavor of hemp. It's not like there's no cannabis in it. It's not like you're getting high while you're drinking it. So you're just drinking the hemp. And
are you a purveyor of the greenery?
I am not. No,
neither am I.
No, I'm not. But it was like it came out, and like, okay, I'll try it. Why not? And it's like,
you know how I would feel after the greenery? That's how I would feel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why I stick to this here.
Yeah. But then again, are you a fan of the strawberry natural ice?
I am. So
credibility.
Yeah. I mean, my credibility is already on a very thin line these days.
Very thin natural ice.
The ice line.
Right.
I mean, now with it being spring, that ice line is now thawing out. So you don't want to fall through. Don't fall through the ice.
April showers bring spring flowers, bring 120 degrees in Phoenix. No, thank you.
Whew, sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. That's.
I think one time I went to the bar it was 115 and they were having pineapple vodka shots for $1 each. And I had 9 of them, and then I hit the first red light, and like it all hit me, and it was not cute.
Oof.
Not cute in 115 degree weather.
No.
Are you a snowman, or do you like the heat?
Neither. I mean,
either way, 15 below 120, I'm sweating like a pig anyway.
I mean, I don't prefer one over the other, but maybe. I mean, the only good thing about the heat is that you can go in the pool, you can try to cool down that way but then it's the same thing when it's too hot. I don't know.
You can always get warmer if it's cold. More blankets is more blankets.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say the one thing.
Cool down.
Yeah, but it's more fun in the summertime. Outdoor drinking, outside, poolside, beach.
You must look really good outside. I was made for COVID. I don't have a face for radio, bum wine. I have a face for podcasting. So
Hey.
I hate this. I hate this thing so much. I'm going to have me another pour as
Hey.
we put the microphone to it.
Are you going to put a little IPA in there? A little Broken Skull IPA with it? Just
for you, baby.
Just a splash. Just a splash.
For you. All right, here we go. Did you hear that splash?
I did. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add a little more to a little glug, glug, glug.
I love you. You're the man behind the curtain. You're like Klondike Bill when he was on Twitter. You never knew who he was.
Yeah, I know. It's just that.
What's his real name? What
that enigma.
He makes me smile. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna
good with the IPA.
Is it? So I know what I have to do next is to pick up some IPA and
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I gotta try out the double IPA just to see how it is, just so I can say that I had it.
There's a guy on my blackjack game who's 24/7 hammered, really good guy, and was speaking to me about how he was angry that we didn't have that whatever's above Wild Turkey that has the highest alcohol content. If I heard it, I would remember. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I can't tell you exactly, but I know that Wild Turkey is pretty high up there, but I don't know what would top that.
101. There's one that's 101 proof. He was talking. It was 114 proof. That's what I remember him talking about. The old granddad.
Okay.
114 bourbon is what he was talking. Oof, God. But that's exactly what you had the other day, right?
I mean, similar.
You double the tax, right? It's it's what it is, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty close to it.
So 114.3 is what you drank last time,
right?
And how did you feel?
I was feeling it. I had a pretty good buzz going after drinking that.
As much as I'm not into the greenery, I've always wanted to have a joint or a gummy during a show, like maybe during Saved by the Pod. Let me tell you this.
Yeah. I miss Saved by the Pod. That's I do. That was appointment podcasting for me. Tuesday mornings, driving to work, put on the newest episode of Saved by the Pod and just escape for the next hour or so.
Try to be entertaining. See, it made you laugh. That's what that show was about. And now here we are with the game event, Bum Mine. What do you want to know about it?
Well, the game event 2.0, I guess we could say
we could say that.
Could say that now on Premier Streaming Network. Efren coming into his own here with the
next. Well, we're a couple of weeks from the 2-year anniversary of the first WrestleGamia. Did I ever tell you that WWE filed a trademark objection to the word WrestleGamia?
You did not, but I did wonder why the name changed. So that makes sense now.
The original name was GAYMIA.
Mm-hmm.
And the Y was two guys doing their thing to make It was fun. It was me, right? And the premise was that I was going to have some random gay LGBTQIA plus, I don't adult toy porn from 1970, whatever, and no one would get it. And it would be like this 5 seconds of silence. And then I would talk about it and go into the weeds, and then we'd go to commercial. And everyone would have this stunned look on their face, like they were just hit with a shockwave. It was supposed to be funny, but then I was asked to tone it down a little to make it more to the masses. And people just got jealous of you and I being the Y bum wine, let's be honest.
I know. I'm with you.
Which was fine. I get it. And did that for a while. And very grateful to them. And now I am on Premier Streaming Network, Josh Chernoff's new streaming platform. And he's such a good guy, man. He very much believes in everything I am and everything I'm doing. Gets the show, gets the premise, and has given me unbelievable support that has given me more support than I've had in a while. And I'm very, very grateful for it. We have put 6 or 8 shows in the can. We have offered over $8,000 in cash and prizes.
Ooh.
We are paying homage to the great shows like Wheels, Super Password, Pyramid, Tic-Tac-Toe. We are bringing back some games that have not been seen in over 40 years, all with a wrestling twist. What would you like to see, Bumwine?
Ooh. That's tough. Now, do you have one thing I did want to ask you? Now, are you getting free reign, and are you without a net on this now? Are you or within compared to where you were before?
I think I'm still doing the same thing.
Okay.
Was I held back?
No. I'm just saying, because like you were saying before, these other ideas you had of where you wanted to go with the show and ideas you had with it. And I don't know if now on with Josh and Premier Streaming Network, if it's more of, okay, Efren, you do your own thing. We have faith in you. We'll see where this goes. Like you come with this idea and it's like, well, I don't know if that's a great idea or should we do that? But Efren, you do you.
I feel believed in very much so right now.
Okay.
I'll just announce it right now. I have pitched a live show to do in Las Vegas, Double or Nothing weekend. And he loves it.
Okay.
So I think that's going to happen. Now, I don't care if it's in my room at the MGM. If I have 5 people in there, that's all I need. 5 people who want to play in person, I have a show. People who want to be there, who want to try to win, and who support the show. Do you think it's a niche product? But wrestling's a niche product. Game shows are. I'm super niche.
Right. By default, it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely because of the content that you're focusing on, and game shows and streaming. I mean, you go down the line, you're going to hit every niche product there. I mean, there's no denying that. But just because it's something that's a niche product doesn't mean it's a bad thing.
No,
or it doesn't mean it's lesser than anything that's a mainstream idea. So why not embrace it and go all out?
Adam O'Neill came from Ireland. He's one of my biggest supporters, and he wore my big old mug and jacket on a 17-hour flight. The pilot who's taking a break from freaking flying the plane comes up to him and goes, "What's the game event?" And then he goes through customs, and everyone's asking that.
Who is this guy? What's the game event?
I only need 30 people to want to be there. I'm getting hundreds, thousands, even tens of thousands. But I know my place, and I'm happy to be this house on the corner. I don't need to own the block. Just know that when you need tacos at 2 p.m. for lunch,
you're right there.
I'm going to have the best ones. Mm-hmm. You don't need to go anywhere else.
No.
And I'll close at 4 and I'll be open again at 2.
Yeah, there might be a long line to get in, but it's worth it.
It's very, what In-N-Out has. In-N-Out has a burger, a double, cheeseburger, shakes. You don't go to In-N-Out for a salad. You don't go to Dairy Queen for a salad, but guess what? They have salads. who orders a salad from Dairy Queen? You go there you don't go to Dairy Queen for a burger.
Yeah, I don't know who does that.
Know what you're good at, and I think, with a little promotion and I think people want to try and win stuff.
People like prizes. People like free stuff. They like to play games. It's a perfect storm of it when it comes down to that.
I do think people like to play games. I love when people say, it takes a lot of guts to come onto my show because it looks easy and we are treating it now like an absolute television taping. We make sure all your distractions are eliminated. Like you can't go be walking the dog anymore.
Yeah.
Like this is like your entire focus needs to be on you trying to win $500.
Right.
Into whatever. So by not walking the dog or, cooking dinner, you convey that this is the most important thing to you right now. Meaning it's important. And watching it, I love when people, when people are going to be screaming at their monitor, like, how are you not getting this? It's so obvious. I can do this. Boom. There's magic. Magic with the people who see it later, like, oh, I should have known that. Like, I can do that. Well, I want you to come on and try.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. People don't realize that.
But it's fun. It's fun. Excuse me.
Oh, there you go. Refill.
My ice is my sphere has become a crescent moon now.
So now is the game event the new version? Now is that open to everybody? Now, I guess if they wanted to be a part of it, how would they go about getting with you to potentially be on the game event?
PremierStreamingNetwork.com. $4.99 a month. Let me tell you what you get with that. You get shows like the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. This is with Premier Plus. The Major Wrestling Figure Podcast with Matt Cardona and Brian Myers. By the way, Bumwine, they just auctioned off in the past 90 minutes MJF's rebar mitzvah hat from AEW. It just sold for $1,400.
Wow.
There's cake in it too.
It's just
right.
It's still fresh. So, I mean, that's...
Give me the cake and then I'll worry about...
I just want the cake.
$4.99 a month with Premier Plus. Coming next month, the Midwest's premier wrestling convention, the Squared Circle Expo. 2 days of panels, wrestling, and more. MJF's going to be there. Danhausen, Rob Van Dam, Lita, Rikishi. They have WWE Legends panels with Greg the Hammer Valentine, Tito Santana, Tatanka. A TNA Hard Impact panel with Donna Perazzo, Rhino. ECW 30th anniversary with Francine, Blue Meanie, Shane Douglas. Attitude Era with Mick Foley, Devon, Gangrel. You get to talk to Al Snow, the Headbangers, Luke from the Bushwhackers. You get all the great indie promotions that are out there. Wrestle Pro with Josh Chernoff and Dave Sergio behind the mic, have you listened to them yet?
I have not yet, no.
They are developing such an amazing on-air chemistry. They are easily the best commentating team, not in the big three.
Okay.
Wrestle Pro is phenomenal. Chop Sports Social with Dave Sturcio. You get a wrap around the world of sports with a comedic twist. Looking at the NBA, MLB, NFL. Battlefield Pro Wrestling, CZW. Hours upon hours of archive footage from your favorite stars, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, before they became big stars. And you get the game event where we try to give away at least $100 to $200 a month in prizes. And we premiere March 29th on Premier Streaming Network. It's going to be great. We have bigger prizes. We have new games, better graphics. It is
It's the big time now. Big time for the game event. Big time.
It's premiere.
Premiere. Yeah.
On my tagline. I was so proud of it. I was so proud of it 3 months ago when I was trying to figure it all out. Wrestling's premiere game show premieres on Premiere March 29th. You like the alliteration?
Catch the premiere. Catch the premiere.
That's great, Efren. That's great.
Hey, you're promoting the network. So you're doing your part, all right? They say, hey, you're on the network. Why don't you ever promote it? Okay, well.
You said it. I didn't say it. I am a part of their new network. The show is a big part of their brand and what is to become of it. I never need to get over Bumwine, ever. I want the show to get over. I think it has. I hope it does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the show can live on. And if it's not you hosting, it could be somebody else hosting. It could be a combination. So you're building the brand of
Are you
the
kicking
game
me
event.
off my own show?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm trying not to cancel you already. So
you're very Three's Company to me.
Yeah.
We love the show, just not you. Get Suzanne in here.
Yeah. Who else could we get to host this show?
We love it. Just one little change. Yes.
See yourself out.
But leave the keys and the coding.
Yeah, we're gonna keep everything else with the show. We just your face, something about your face. I just don't like it.
Well, I do look good behind a big desk. Well, stand up. No, I don't think I'll do that.
Yeah, no, just sit back down, please. All right, thank you.
But $4.99 a month, and if you want to be on the show, just we'll get you on. Give you a chance to win 20 times your monthly cost for value. Value.
Mm-hmm. Value. A lot of content, and for a pretty much a brand new, because the premier streaming network just launched. It's only been a few months, right? I mean, it's fairly new.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but they're getting. I'm really enjoying independent wrestling on there. They're upping. Premier Streaming Network is upping the production of independent wrestling all over the country, world. Actually, they're helping them make the product look better. You want to see a good product, right, Bumwine?
I do. I want to see something high quality. You don't want to see, the dimly lit, like they always say, the smoky bars of the yesteryears of wrestling. You want to see something that looks great.
Wasn't it crazy
on TV?
How much smoke was in the NWA arena?
Yeah. Hey, well, back then you could just smoke wherever you wanted. Didn't matter,
right? That Ali picture with him, that very famous one where he's looking down on the guy on the canvas, and there's a pile of smoke in the picture. That was from someone blowing their cigarette or cigar.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Right. NWA arenas. Tonight's attendance, 7.
You heard that? 700, 7,000. No, just 7. Oh, okay.
But there's some good independent wrestling up there.
Yeah, I'm going through. I'm looking through the list right now, and I saw you tweeting along the other day with the event on Premiere, and just going through all the content, just going off of the Twitter page with everything.
You should look up a guy named Dark STG from WrestlePro. This man's a beast. It's great because he is one of those. I mean, just with the look, his work rate's great, but just his look, without knowing anything else about him, this guy's time is coming.
And you can say, hey, I saw him here first on Premiere Streaming, WrestlePro, whatever promotion it might be that's on there.
It is great value, and every month I am going to be offering the chance to win at least $100 or $200, if not more. I mean, this next week's show, we are trying to give away a $300 Ticketmaster gift card. Who doesn't want that?
That'll pay for your fees alone. Yeah.
Taylor Swift was just here in the Phoenix area for 2 nights. You could get row 2 at an hour into her concert for $1,700.
Wow. So
what are the fees with that? By the way, I just saw Chicago the band for like literally the 50th time in my life. So I used to go like 3 or 4 times a year. They're just as good as ever.
I've never seen Chicago in concert.
You would very, very, very much enjoy that night. The Venetian here. Oh, drink time story. I'm at the Venetian showroom bar. I look at the prices, bum wine. They're charging $20 for a beer, $20 for a glass of wine,
Oof.
$32 for a mixed drink, and I am still not over the prices.
I wouldn't be either. That's outrageous.
And if you know me, I've got a drink, so I don't gamble. So, yeah, it was crazy. I don't know how anyone does it in Vegas.
Yeah.
Says the blackjack dealer who makes a living off, dealing cards for a living.
Yeah, but you're dealing it. You're not playing it at that time. You're dealing it.
And hosting game shows only on Premiere Streaming Network. March 29th is our debut. Wednesday night, where we will be debuting a wheel of some kind. You will be fortunate enough to see some sort of wheel.
A wheel? We don't know what type of wheel. Can we get any hints?
You'll be very fortunate to see the wheel. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Bumwine, I have over $15,000 in software ready to go.
Wow.
We have so many games ready to. I have a press your luck board that no one else has that can be custom made to whatever you want. Bumwine, if you wanted to give away like Broken Skull IPAs and Essence Grey Goose prizes, we could do that.
We could do it.
We could do it on 5 days notice.
All right. So now we have an idea of something for the future that we can do.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do, and they're very, very open and they're letting me be me.
It gives you a lot of options that you can work with here. So it doesn't have to be. Now, do you want it all to be wrestling related, or do you want to do some things that are more like, I know you're a big pop culture from the old Saved by the Pod days. So
I think that would be great when the time comes. I would love to do a pop culture show. I hear there's some game shows that have pop culture in them.
Yeah, quite a few.
Right.
Yeah, like we said, when you talk about the niche products of the wrestling, you go pop culture, and then that expands your range a bit with it. So something I know you want to do
for my live show. Do you remember the show Sale of the Century?
Sale of the Century. I do not.
It was a buy this type of show.
Okay.
And whoever was in the lead, you could buy, I don't know, let's say you could buy a top line monitor, which was worth $1,500. And if you were up by $6, they would sell it to you for $7. So you would lose your lead, which you needed to win the game, but the monitor was yours. So did you want to take the $1,500 sure thing and only be down one question, or keep your lead for the bigger prize at the end? It was that kind of thing.
Okay.
One of the prizes I want to give away to give up your lead is $400 in cash and jumping off the stratosphere. But to get the money, you have to jump. I'll pay for the jump. What do you think of that prize?
I mean, if you're paying for the jump, It's a tough one.
If you don't jump, you don't get it. The money.
Right. That's the problem. You say, look, I'll pay for your jump, but you have to do the jump. So if you don't go through with it,
and I'm gonna make you say, watch the game event on Premier Streaming Network. As you go down the hotel.
They say, then boom, there you go. There's your promotional video for that.
I am such an outside of the box thinker. The whole Russo McMahon thing, I'm not talking crap about Russo at all. You got to have a filter. I have 55,000 ideas. I like filtering them all into someone because I need someone to say this doesn't work, or you know what?
This works, this doesn't work. We can talk about this one. Let's put that in the on hold for now list and focus on these.
Do you know what he says to me? Do you know what the brass says over there?
What they say?
We love everything you're trying to do for us, everything you're saying. We love it, even though it may not be the right time right now.
Even though it might not make sense, but we love it.
Right. But they usually say, I'll just say it. I wanted to give away $100 to Uber Eats during WrestlePro this past week. And I talked to the brass and they said, there's going to be plenty of time for you to do that. It was I just tried to do it with like 4 hours to go, Right.
Let's just give this away, guys. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it now. Come on.
Right. But I filtered it through. I didn't do it myself. And they said, you're going to be able to do all that as we get bigger. But we absolutely love that, the way you think and what you're trying to do. It's really nice to feel appreciated.
You found your home. I think you found your home now. That I mean, my fingers crossed here that I do not want to have you get canceled again after this podcast comes out. If it is, I guess you can't associate with me. There's some bad apples out there.
Is an absolute promise. If it happens again this third time,
I'm gonna get blocked and unfollowed and just delete these podcasts from the internet.
No, you'll just get ghosted like every man in my life's done to me. Look, I really like you, but okay. Thank you for having me on.
No, Efren, it is always great chatting with you.
Premier Streaming Network, Premier Streaming Plus, PremierStreamingNetwork.com. Sign up for Premier Plus, only $4.99 a month. Tell me that you heard me on the Bumwine podcast before WrestleMania. When you sign up for Premier Plus, I will guarantee you a spot on the game.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Okay. The first 10 people who sign up for Premier Plus, only $4.99 a month, and tell me that you heard me on Bumwine Bob's podcast, I will put you on the game event, and I will tell you what, I will guarantee your prize that you'll be playing for at least $300 if you tell me before night one of WrestleMania.
And also, that is great. And also send him an audio clip of your best burp as you send that message.
One more time.
Ooh, and there you go. And that's perfect.
Yeah. Hold on.
You cut off the front of it. You cut the front of it off.
Here we go.
It's really 11% alcohol by volume. Ooh, and there you go. And that's perfect. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I know. And that made up. I feel bad because I haven't had the burp here tonight because of the lack. I mean, yes, I had the one beer, but then drinking the rest of the Grey Goose and everything, it's not very belchy when you drink that. So when you drink the 11% Axe Head malt liquor, that will get the burps going quick.
If you get me fired again, we're gonna have a belching show, and you're gonna buy me all the belching things.
All right.
And we're gonna have these little lines of them. Do you remember when we first started talking? Speaking of the burp,
I can't wait till it starts hitting.
Do you remember
when we first started talking? Now, today?
No. First. When I first heard this, I pulled over to a Walmart because one of your guests was burping uncontrollably.
Oh yeah.
I pulled over from work, pulled into a Walmart, and started texting because I don't text on the road, and said, "Bum wine, what the hell with this?" And I had clipped everyone. I still have those clips, Bum wine. I have them in a special folder, right? And I still send them to people once every like 3 to 6 months.
You don't get rid of things like that.
Yeah, I don't get rid of a lot of things.
Hey.
Ex-boyfriend's photos, trauma from 30 years ago, the first two therapists that quit on me. I'm fine.
He's fine. He's fine, everybody. You know him. He's Efren. check out the game event. You know where to find it on Premier Streaming Network.
And you can find me online, again, at Efren Blackjack, at Watch on Premiere, premierstreamingnetwork.com, Premiere Plus, only $4.99 a month. Sign up. Tell me you heard me on the Bum Wine Show, Bum Wine podcast. I will guarantee you a spot on the game event if you've signed up for Premiere Streaming Network, Premiere Plus, and I will guarantee your prize that you will be playing for at least $300 if you notify me before night 1 of WrestleMania. Who does that, Bum Wine?
Nobody. That's why the game event is the premier game show, streaming game show.
Game event premieres on Premiere Wednesday, March 29th. Sign up now at premierstreamingnetwork.com.
There you have it. Efren, once again, completing the trifecta, the three-peat here on the podcast. Efren, buddy, best of luck to you with the game event on Premier Streaming Network.
Thank you, friend. Thank you for supporting
fingers crossed. I mean, I swear to God, I want to talk to you next time with it still being on Premiere. And
again, if not, it's because of you.
I know it's my fault. We'll drink our sorrows away. We'll get some burps in. We'll make sure that
actually we won't, because we have plenty of guests who will do that for us, right?
that right? Too.
Okay. I just want to make sure. There we go.
There you go.
Thank you for being a supporter of mine for so.
Yes. Hey, I love it. I love what you're doing since day one.
And a great friend to me.
It's just, you're welcome. Thank you for supporting me as well and coming on the podcast, hanging out, having some drinks. Don't forget to get those votes in the BoneWineBob.com 2023 Battle of the Booze tournament as we start to wrap things up. The Elite Eight, Final Four, Finals. It's all coming in soon. It's coming in quick. And don't forget to get those votes in. And tell Efren to pick up some Naturdays to get some natural light and strawberry lemonade drinking beers.
Are we allowed to cuss here?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to.
You're out of your mind. Out of your mind.
Just do it. Just tell him. Send him a message. Tweet at him. If you sign up when you sign up for Premiere, and you send that message saying, okay, you're signed up, you want to be in the game event, tell him you'll only join if he drinks a Naturdays while hosting the game event
on your show. Wait a minute. Hold on. We got it. What's your favorite game show of all time?
I think last time too. I think I said it too. I was on a pressure luck kick recently and still am. So I'll go with that. Pressure luck.
It is my premiere show ready to go. And it has not gone yet. I've spent so much money on this software. It's crazy. It's crazy. Can I give a little shout out, by the way?
Yeah, go for it. Get some shout outs in.
Truly to my co-producer to my producer and artist, JD Hoop, who develops the Street Profits gear. Did you see them?
I think, yeah, we talked about it the last time you were here before you got canceled.
SummerSlam with the
yes, the Titans.
You know what's crazy to me? He's the greatest human being I've ever met, and he he lifts me so much. And if you encounter him in your life, you will be a better human being. But just think, man, he makes this design. They look at it, and someone in the brass at WWE says, we got to call the NFL and try to get the Titans cheerleaders. They make a call to the NFL, who could have said, nope, you're not using this design. We're going to sue you if you use it.
Yeah,
nope.
Get lost.
Yep. It's all they needed to say. They said, sure, no problem. And they get the Titans cheerleaders to come out, and this man's art gets put on an NFL stadium Titantron, let alone the regular Titantron
Right.
in WWE, all because he made this amazing design. I don't know a thing, but I'm betting that he might have a decent night at WrestleMania, which would make me the happiest person in the world. His art's just amazing. He is the next.
Oh, he
Olivia
does
Wilde.
great. I know. I mean, I've only interacted with him on small occasions, but we follow each other, and I'll see his artwork that comes up and everything he does with his designs, and even if it was just podcast art and things like that. Definitely very talented. Does a great job with everything. So I can 100% see where you're coming from with that.
Forget all that. Greatest human being I know.
Even better. Even better.
PremierStreamingNetwork.com. Okay, I'm done talking.
He did.
I don't mean
You heard it.
but there are great people in this world. You, him, me again. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. You heard it here first, everybody. Be sure to check out Efren and the game event on Premier Streaming Network. WrestleMania weekend, the big shows for the big game event.
March 29th.
And the premiere week leading up to WrestleMania. And from there, it's balls to the wall.
Fill out your brackets.
Anything goes.
Your Bum Bob brackets.
Yes, and don't forget to vote. That's very, very important. Pick up your drinks, pour them out, have some fun, and until next time, cheers.
I need a beer.